Mario once again with MIA Microflight, and it's early in the morning. I've been waking up early in the morning. I mean, I'm not a morning person, but I guess it's age. As we age, we tend to go to sleep earlier and wake up early. But anyway, this is the go-kart, the wooden go-kart that I've been working on a new project. And you can see by these CAD drawings that I have, or illustrations that I have here, the shape is you can clearly see the shape and how I intend this go-kart to be built and to basically end up. In my previous number 2 video, I was talking about how the go-kart is basically a sandwich. It's a frame of wood pieces, 2x2s or 2x3s. I forget. I can never get this right. I know the 2x4s is 2x3.5, and maybe 2x3s. I think these are 2x3s probably, because this is 2.5 inches high by 1.5 inches wide. So anyway, the framework is done with wood pieces as we see it here, and then the framework is laminated or sandwiched with. I'm planning on using fiberboard because fiberboard is cheaper for one, and number two, it's pretty strong stuff as long as you don't get it wet. I mean, I don't plan on running this in wet environments. Living here in Arizona, most of the time it's sunny, so I don't have no problem with that. And I just built a storage facility in the back of my where I'm doing my outdoor shop, where I can just store these and just put them under the roof. So I just built a roof, an extension to an already roof that was near that area. So if you watch my videos, you'll see that the area where I have the starting to build there. But anyway, so that's the idea here with this, and you can see here in this layout that I have a panel here with that fiberboard, 1/8 inch thick. These panels at Home Depot are $13, very inexpensive. And so out of one sheet of 4x8, I can get the top and bottom sections. You can see the bottom section is a full sheet, while the top one is carved at the top, to allow the seat to go inside and sit lower on the lower section of the framework. Of course, the bottom for the seat will have to be reinforced because I mean, once this is pinned or attached, with screws to the bottom of the framework, I think it's going to be plenty strong, to support the seat on itself, and may not need to be reinforced with straps or a doubler, at the bottom. So we'll see how that comes out. I think it'll be just fine, for you, provided the screws are. This is attached with screws at shorter intervals, so it provides a nice strong support for the seat. Also for the feet that are going to be, or the heel of the foot rest, which is going to be something like that. We can see here in this drawing here, I was talking in my video number 2 that I want this. I wanted the footrest to be. I wanted this layout to be comfortable. For somebody my height. I'm 5'11", where I can extend the legs and have to not only rest the foot, nice and in a almost like a cubby hole or a pocket there. And have some kind of under the leg support here, and this is what we're seeing here with this section coming up like that on an angle. So as you're sitting here, your leg goes up, bends right here, and this is supporting you underneath, at the underneath the knee, where the leg bends, and so that provides a nice, more comfortable ride. This is kind of holding you like almost like a reclining chair, with the footrests is done, So you'll see this similar idea in a lot of the blow molded cars that are done for kids, and so I was looking at. I mean, in fact, I've been looking at hundreds of go-kart designs and ideas, over the internet. But I have not seen, and I was actually looking to see if somebody had plans for a wooden go-kart, something along these lines here. But there are some, but they're bulky. Most of them are bulky. Most of them are either very crude or very bulky, but nothing very refined. And so my my target has been to do a wooden go kart that does not look too rough. Does not look too woody. It looks the part, and it looks almost like I said in my other video. My inspiration has been the Formula One racing racing cars, not go karts. But there are some go karts that have been done, with that intention. But like I said, what I've seen, and I've seen a lot of go karts. I do a search on various keywords and and so I stumble upon a lot of stuff. And so there's a lot of stuff via Pinterest, that you can see a lot of people, a lot of ideas doing go karts. Many in many different ways. But I like to approach it my own way. If you watch my videos, you'll see that a lot of my stuff is very unique and very different in the way I approach things. And I like to approach things with simplicity and common sense and logic. Those are and durability, because it's got to hold on to the use and abuse. So you can't just you throw things together and hope for a durable go kart. So I like to build with those things in mind, characteristics. So getting back to the design of the car. So that's my intention here. With these panels and the way I have this these things designed here. The back is just going to be the drive system's probably going to be behind the seat here. I did show on my second video a typical axle that I bought that one from Amazon. And they're about $100 for those axles there. I believe that the those are 29-inch axles. They make 29, 32, and 44. I had originally bought a 44, but that was really heavy. It was like 30 some pounds, really stocky, really beefy. I think it was 1.25 inch diameter axle. So it's overkill, for something like that. So I actually ended up getting the 99, not the 99, or the $100 one, 29-inch long, and is perfect for this application here. So the drive system will probably be here. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to put a little gas engine or just. I like using electric motors because it's quiet. If I have to run it at night, or in my backyard, I'm not disturbing anybody. It's very quiet. Nobody knows that I'm even running these things. When I run these things, so it's the benefit of having an electric motor. But I guess one would be nice, for my backyard to run it. Just with a little more horsepower, than just than the repurposed hoverboard motors that I've been using. Those are, those go up to about 300, 400 max on some of those repurposed motors that I buy, very inexpensive, just to do projects like this, build stuff for little kids, mainly my grandkids, with that target. But I may put a little gas engine here. The the steering wheel is you can see here how the steering wheel is something that I'm going to have to kind of massage it in a little bit here and there from the original dimensions. The height here from the where the steering, right at the center of the steering steering wheel hub to the bottom of this plate right here is about 14 it's about 14 15 inches in height. And that, for me, sitting down like this, it allows a nice clearance of maybe about an inch 2 inches from the up from the knees. The distance from here to the back of my seat is about 24 inches. I could go a little bit further and just bring the wheel this way. So that's what I mean by, I'm gonna have to massage that. Once I get it built, completed with the panel at the bottom, and the seat, by the way, is as I was explaining in my other video, my video number 2, this seat is that seat is part of these seats here. I have 6 of these, 2 in yellow, 2 in red, and there's another green one somewhere around there. So I came across these fairly inexpensive. The lady that was selling these an offer up. I was only looking for one at the time when I was actually looking just for to do exactly what I did on my video number 2. Is I removed the base, which is riveted to the sides of the seat here. I removed that so that I can just use the seat. And I was looking for this kind of plastic style seat so that I can use exactly what for go-karts. And so this lady had this one for that, for the price that I was willing to pay for one. She just gave me all of them. She was moving, I guess, from state to another state, and she just wanted to get rid of these things, So she gave me all of them. I wasn't gonna do it much with a lot of these, I just wanted one. And so I put these on offer up to see I didn't want to break them apart, because they're really, really nice chairs. These are made by a company called Lakeside. And the price, oh wow, the price is even here. The price on this looks like $59, $60 a piece. Some of these go up on upwards, for $99, a seat. And these are 15 and a half by 16 by, I think 15 and a half or 16. And so, a person in an average size adult fits okay here for a go-kart, but the back has to be reinforced, and that's the reason why I have this back support here, is just to provide additional reinforcement, to the seat right here. So that's the reason for that, and also to provide a cover, for the mechanics that are going to sit in the back. This front panel will probably have a couple switches, and the typical stuff that I've been doing on my other go-karts. Put all the controls at the front, the starting switch, light the switches for the front lights. These are front lights, same ones I use on my other go-karts, kind of mimicking the shape. Same thing here, with a red light. I may opt to do 2 of them just to break this down so it doesn't look like a one strip, but just put lights there, maybe with a flasher, for right and left turn signals. Although you can do the same thing with 1 strips here, depending on the type of light that you get. So yeah, that's how this is going to be. I was talking earlier about this panel here. This is the fiber board, 1/8 of an inch, and the way I laid this out is so that I can maximize the material, for this particular design here. So I could go with 1 sheet. I could go with a full sheet instead of breaking it down like I did here. I could go with 1 full sheet, but then I would require another full sheet for the top, and it just doesn't make sense, to spend twice as much when you can just simply break it down. In particular, this section right here at the top, which has this opening here. So if I draw a line right at the opening here, and I don't think you can see the joint there once this is done in sections. The way I have this laid out here so that I can cut it from the fiberboard. I also have these other sections right here, which I'm going to use those for to make the this section right here, these covers, these side panels here for the footrests, and also for hopefully I'll have enough for the back. I think I have I think I have enough, and if not, I'll just go and get just a 4x4 panel, so that I don't waste material. Although I'm always using material, so it's not a big thing. So the cost of this is, I was trying to figure this out. I mean, I did the maker pipe connector and EMT tubing go-kart. I did a preliminary cost estimate on that, and that was running about 100. And I think I don't have my book with the cost figures, with the cost breakdown. I think that was running about $130 for that, just a frame, the steel frame, the EMT tubing with the maker pipe connectors. Uh, this one, you know, if we figure out some, the wood, these pieces come in 8 foot sections, so I'm using two to make up the frame. So that's two times. I think they're like $3 a piece. So two times three is like $6 in the framework. Six, the fiberboard is 13, so we're talking about 13, 20, six. That's 19, 19, almost $20, between that and the framework. $20, and you have a whole frame, versus $130 that you would spend, if you were to make this out of EMT2 a conduit with the maker pipe connectors. So $20 for the frame, not counting, of course, the seat, the wheels, and the other side. Just strictly the frame. So that's quite a difference. So for somebody that's considering making one of these things, I am going to have full plans for these for anybody that is interested in replicating this particular design. You can simply just email me or put it in the comments below if you're interested. I will let you know. But I would like to first of all finish the project, so it's complete, and so that so that I can be reassured that this is this is going to work and look the way that I intended. Typically, it does. Sometimes I need to massage things here and there, but typically, when I do things like this, and this is the reason why I like doing things in sketches and in drawings, and even mock-ups, because all those things just allow you to be more precise in the in the assembly and also the final look. It's a pretty spiffy go-kart. Once again, if you look at, and I urge anybody that's interested in making wooden go-karts to go look and see what's on the internet, and you'll find that you're probably not going to find something like this, to this refined level here. And when I say refined, it's I don't like bulky stuff. I could have used 2x4s here. That makes it bulky and unnecessary weight, and also not so much cost, because wood is compared to steel is cheaper. But I wanted to achieve a very very slick design, low profile, in something that looks the part, that looks good. And so from the ones that I've seen the go-karts done for little kids. I've seen a real simple one. There's a real nice one that's done for one of these for just a drill driven go-kart. It's kind of green. If you stumble on that video, it's very simple. It's done that the axles, everything's done with wood. I think that the person that used they made that one for his son or daughter used a half-inch plywood instead, to make it. There's another one that was done by some students, I think of a high school. They built this go-kart, and that's a little more elaborate, because they make compartments for it to reinforce it. You really don't need to go that route, and it's just a lot of extra work. All you need is just two beams, just like you have it here. Spread out at a good distance. In this case, I'm spreading this at 15.5 inches is the inside diameter of the wood beams, because that is the outside width of the seat. So, and I wanted the seat to sit inside here in this cubby hole, so it sits lower there. You just need to build a frame like this, with two beams. This is, like I said in my other video, it's 5 foot from bumper to bumper, 60 inches in length. And once you get this the front bumper, and you put the seat there, and to kind of everything is snug and compact there, you really don't need to make compartments and go crazy with the design. So this is where I'm at right now. I will show you what it looks like in mock-up. Last night I was mocking it up. I decided to just use cardboard to mock it up, And later on today, I think I'm going to go to Home Depot and just buy this sheet here and start cutting it. And my next video will show the project, with this. Hopefully, uh, pretty much just ready for the axles. Okay, so let me go on this side because this is the nicer side. So you can see, the mock-up here. Once again, here's the drawing. It's another drawing I have here for reference. That's what the mock-up looks like with the cardboard. And for the leg rest, that little hill is going to be right here. That slope right there, and I'm going to have to curve this right here instead of making it sharp like on my drawings. This one, no, this one doesn't show it because I just added that geometry this morning when I was working on this CAD drawing. So I'm going to have to add that. So as I'm sitting here, my leg will rest. Not only my foot will rest, but my leg will rest. So the weight of so everything will be nice, and it's almost like a bucket seat, for kids, for babies, but except for adults, so it'll hug your body, so it's more comfortable that way. It's something that I've been wanting to do on my other go-karts with some kind of a leg rest, because just putting your feet there as you're riding this, just support there, it gets a little bit tiresome, even though your foot is at rest. This is the back, as I was saying, and this will be built up, and with two these boards, this type of wood. Damn it! It's a 2x3, 2x3, I think it is. So 2 pieces right here will make the support for the rear of the seat, even though the seat could be relocatable. Could be moved little forward and back if I leave enough room here for a gap here, for the seat to move, and just kind of pin make some kind of a pin setup here so that I can move this and just remove the pin and just pin it at a different location. So this will probably have to be adjustable here, hinge like that, so that it, or from the seat to the back, so that it's adjustable. The axle that I plan on using is this axle right here. And as I was saying, the way this axle is made, there's no way for me to relocate these parts right here, because these have splines right here, and these things fit right over the splines, so they don't, some axles are keyed. They have these keys, the rectangular keys. This is actually better because it's a spline, so these parts fit on splines, and that's never going to shift on you. But the distance from here to there is a little bit too short for the distance from the outer face of these beams right here. So I'm gonna have to carve in a little bit here, maybe a half an inch or on each side, and double up on this section right here. So those will probably be like that. I'm going to be using a 12-inch. I drew it with a 12-inch piece in my design here, so that it comes all the way up here, so that it also sits right here and provides a nice brace for that. So this will be carved. This is 1.5, so maybe 0.75 of an inch. So that it clears that, and it allows those pillow blocks to sit. Yeah, if I carve, not even, maybe a half inch. Oh, there we go. There we go. Kind of. Okay, but it's pretty tight. So, and this has to come in here about a half inch. So about a half inch from each side. I think that'll clear it, and that'll allow me to bolt this to this beam here with a reinforcement, a doubler on the inside. So that's how that's going to be. The wheels are going to be, so I was saying, 12 or 13-inch wheels. This is just a wheel that needs to be assembled here. and it's got to be the proper hub, because these are three bolt hubs. So either I have to modify these wheels or buy the hubs, for the. So that's gonna be nice. I mean, I want the wheels to look nice. I might end up buying, just real go-kart wheels with the aluminum hubs, but those are very expensive wheels. When you go with aluminum hubs, tubeless tires, they start getting up in cost. But being that I'm saving on the frame, I may do that, and this would look pretty much like my drawing here. Wider wheels at the back. Also, just real go-kart wheels, for the back, instead of using these cheapy wheels that I buy for. These are for these are for two-wheelers, for lawn lawn tools and barrel wheel barrels. So yeah, this is how it's looking. I even limit the wheel here. This is a 12. It's a 12 or 13 inch wheel, or the steering wheel. Yeah, that's 12 inches, which is plenty. 10 is too small. I was going to buy a 10-inch wheel, from I think I saw it in Amazon for about $20, $22, $24. You can buy one of these steering wheels, but some of those are too small. 10 inches too small. So 13 is a little too big, maybe, or maybe not. So 12, 13 inches would work pretty nice there. But that's my mock-up. Okay, video number 3. Stay tuned for more.